Welcome to SUP Board Guide. Today we're going to be reviewing the Blackfin Model XL. We're very excited to bring this one to you. It's one of our top rated inflatable SUPs for 2020. And kind of bottom line, it's just a really high quality, durable inflatable SUP, just like all the other Blackfins are. Really stable. And I'm really excited to show you that they came up with a lot of really nice features and new upgrades for 2020. And just bottom line, it's an ideal board for tons of different conditions. It's a great all-around board for flat water, open ocean, slow river paddling. Also can be used in white water. They also added some really nice accessories to make it a great fishing board for this year. So if you're looking for a great all-around board you can take you out on, or the family, you can paddle with some kids and even maybe one or two people with a high weight capacity, the Blackfin Model XL is going to be a fantastic board for you to consider. The Blackfin Model XL backpack is the same as the other backpacks that you get from the Blackfin lineup. So it's a really nice, thick, high quality, durable backpack. A little bit on the heavier side, you notice, but you can adjust it really nice with the hip. And these hip straps are very comfortable and nice and thick. Then you can also adjust it up top here and on the sides, and all the cords, all the snaps, everything's just a really high quality thick fabric. As you see, it can ride really well. Weight wise, you're about 39 pounds full pack weight, so if you want to go backpacking 2 or 3 miles, it's going to be a hike, but you definitely can make it in for a little bit. One thing to notice, because this backpack has these wheels on the bottom, it's really nice when you're taking it in and out of the car, across the parking lot, etc. Makes it really nice to have. I also really like the fact that they're on the front side there, because then it doesn't get all caught up in these cords, but it does make it a little bit longer. So you notice as I walk, it does kind of hit the back of your legs, but really not that big of a deal. You can walk around, carry it to and fro, and keep your hands free. So really good quality backpack on the Model XL. Let's take another look at the backpack and everything that you get inside the Blackfin Model XL's kit. Again, everything we're going to go over here comes when you buy it online. There's nothing here that you have to pay extra for. It's all included in that kit price. One of the reasons why we love Blackfin iRockers is because it really does include everything that you need to get out on the water. So starting with the backpack again, we already kind of showed you that a little bit, but if I just wanted to show you standing up, again, drags really, you can drag it really easily that way because these front wheels, right? As far as things with the bag, both sides have these mesh cargo holders here with a zipper behind it. This is an upgrade from last year where they added extra pockets. So there's actually 4 total exterior pockets on this backpack. So you have one here, one on the other side, you have one on top here, and then you have one in the back, right? And so in the back here, they actually designed this for their electric pump that they're making. We don't have that yet, so we'll see how that works. But what I have stored back there, I have the leash. I like carrying the fins back here. So I've got the fins, the leash in that back bag. And then up here is where I keep, and I really like this front pouch because it's pretty much dedicated, just perfect size for their really nice dual chamber triple action pump, the hose for the pump, and then the repair kit. So all of that fits really nice on the external pouches of the backpack. There's also this bungee storage area here if you want to put some towels or something in that. It's really nice. Now moving inside the bag, again, really nice quality thick zippers, quality material throughout. What I like to store in here is just the board and the paddle. So we've got their three-piece paddle here, and then you also have the board right there, and that is everything that's included in the Blackfin Model XL kit. So now we're going to roll out the Model XL. I'm going to show you how it pumps up, so you can see exactly what it's like to go through when you buy the board and get it all set up. So, and you just roll it out. One of the really nice things about inflatables is super compact to super big, okay? So this is what it looks like completely. Now when I pump it up, the valve's here, right? And one thing to notice on the valve, you push down and that lets air in, but when you're actually pumping it up, you wanna make sure that valve is closed. Otherwise, because what happens is when you take the pump and you connect it, you engage that valve and you push the valve down, and so that lets air flow in, but when you disconnect it, the valve closes so you don't lose that precious PSI. Especially if you're hand pumping, you don't want to lose 3 or 4 PSI. It makes it kind of hard. So here we are with the Blackfin pump, and it's a really nice quality, like I said, dual chamber, so you can see the 2 chambers here, right? Triple action pump. So what that means is on here, you'll see 3 different numbers. Number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 has arrows up and down. What that means is and there's 2 arrows. So that means when you're pumping on setting number 1, it's gonna use air from both chambers. So it's gonna, when you pull it up, it's pumping air in. When you push it down, it's pumping air in as well. So once you get it probably 7 or 8 PSI, you're gonna notice it's gonna start to get pretty hard. So you can switch to number 2, which is a little bit easier. You're still gonna use both chambers, but when you pull the handle up, air is not gonna go in, and so it's gonna be super easy to pull that up. When you push down, you're gonna get air going in from both chambers. Then once you really get close, if you need to, you can switch to the 3rd action, number 3, which is just a single arrow down, which means when you pull it up, no air going in, and when you push down, it's only on one of these chambers that's pushing air in. And so if you kind of follow that sequence, you should be able to pump this up in probably 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your experience, arm strength, etc. So let me just kind of show you what that looks like here. And the pump that you get really is a nice high quality pump, and I do like it a lot better than the single chamber pumps. It's a little bigger, a little bit heavier, but it does pump things up a lot faster. And I tend to stay on number 1 the whole way through and then just really use my body weight, right? But to be honest, it is a workout. So now I'm gonna show you what I do. And that is use iRocker's electric pump to pump this up to, it's between 14 and 18 PSI. Usually I just go to 15. If you're over 200 plus pounds, maybe go more towards the 18, but you really don't need to. So with the pump, super nice. All you gotta do is engage it. Okay, and then all you do is you set it to that PSI. Again, I'm gonna set it at 15, and you hit power, and you let the pump do all the hard work for you. So now we're going to take a look at everything that, again, comes standard included in the kit when you purchase the Blackfin Model XL. Already kind of talked about the bag and showed you quickly the repair kit, but what the repair kit has in it, right, is you have this nice wrench, and it's for this back valve to tighten that if you ever need it. So keep a hold of this because it's not something you can just go get it at Home Depot. We've never had anything come loose, but just in case. There's also some patches in here that will work as long as there's nothing on the edges. The patches are really nice. They don't come with glue because they can't ship it with that, just so you know. And that's the repair kit. So again, just keep it nice and handy, mainly for that valve tightener. Next, the leash. So I really do like the leash that comes with the Blackfin with all their models. It is a swivel leash, so it doesn't get tangled up when it's on your ankle or your calf, however you like to put it. And you just attach it to this back D-ring right here, and it's nice, so it's coiled. So what that does is it makes it so it doesn't drag in the water and slow you down. It just stays right there, out of your way, and keeps you nice and attached to your board, so you don't lose the board if you fall in. Again, the triple action dual chamber pump, we already talked about that, so I won't go into more detail here. But I did want to step in front and kind of go over the paddle with you. So the paddle that comes with the Blackfin is a full carbon shaft, hard nylon blade paddle that's really nice and lightweight, and it's just a really good high quality paddle. So let me just kind of show you how you put this together, right? So I like the system. It's just really simple and easy. It's just the snap lock. Put it here, you see this? Push it down, just be careful so you don't smash your fingers on it. Clicks into place right there, nice and secure. And then this part here, there's just a pin system. You have this little silver pin here that you're gonna lift up, and then it slides into these holes, and that's how you adjust it. So to put this in, you really kind of can't mess it up because you put it here, it won't close, right? So you line it up with these holes, you put it in, and you just snap it down. And so for me, I usually like it just about 4 or 5 inches above my head. You kind of play around it with yourself, but you can really adjust it to a lot of different heights, very quick and easy, just like that. So it is a really nice paddle the Blackfin's made this year. I really like the feel of the carbon shaft, and it is very nice and light for those long paddles that you go on. It actually makes a bigger difference than you think. So again, a really good high quality paddle there that Blackfin has made. Final thing that they have is the fins. And so these fins, they are hard nylon fins, and Blackfin did decide to go from the US fin box back to the snap lock fins. And I'm gonna flip this over and just show you kind of how they work and show you why they went back on that. Takes away some of the customization that you can do on the board and the fine tuning, but it does make it a lot easier, and that's what most customers were saying. So let me flip it over, show you how these things work. Like I was saying, Blackfin went to this snap lock, easy install, hard nylon blade system this year. They moved away from the US fin box, and they did that pretty much for ease of use. From a performance standpoint, they still perform really well, but it is a lot easier to get in, and a lot of their customers were saying how they wish they had that. So let me show you how that works. All you do is you snap it in right there, snap, and it's done. So that's the back fin. Then you've got the 2 side fins, same setup. And as you can see, really easy, pretty much impossible to mess up, really nice in here firmly, and it's just really easy to put in, to take out. It's just the exact opposite. Lift that little switch, take it out. And there you have it. Looking at the Blackfin, we're going to look at the construction, the materials, and then all the different features of the board, and you're going to see why we really like it so much. So starting out, what makes the Blackfin so quality, right? So just like last year, iRocker stuck with the triple layer composite PVC build, plus those carbon fiber rails that run from here to here. The size of the Model X, it's 11 foot 6 inches long from tail to nose. It's 34 inches wide and 6 inches thick. So compared to the Model X, it's a foot longer and just 1 inch thinner, right? And so with that, it gives it a volume of 259 liters. And when you add all that together, when we're talking weight capacity, it gives it a 485 pound weight capacity. And that weight capacity isn't just a function of the size and the volume, it's a function of how well built it is. It's high quality PVC, it's high density drop stitch inner core, much better than what you find on Amazon or some of the lower middle level boards. And all of that in all gives the weight of the board 29 pounds. So again, a little bit heavier, but that also is what makes it so durable and performs so well. So now let's look at the features, because as you can see, as I step out of here, there's a ton on this board feature-wise. And so we'll just kind of go through them one by one. So first, the carry handles. Just like last year, there's the back handle, the middle handle, and the front handle. And those just make it really easy to launch the board out into the lake, to carry it back to your car, etc. They're out of your way. Really like the handles. One area where Blackfin really upped their game was on the action mounts. Is they have 8 action mounts on this board. So you've got 2 full action mounts here, and I love the position of these, completely out of the way. GoPros, water holders, fishing rod holders, etc. Great for these action mounts. So there's 2 here, there's 4 here, and then 2 more in the back. So 8 action mounts total. Pretty much you can put anything on this board that you want. You can see in addition to the action mounts, you have all these D-rings. So you have 20 D-rings total. There's 1 in the back here, and then there's 19 along the side. So you're gonna be able to clip in anything that you need to the Blackfin Model XL. I also really like, there's 2 bungee storage areas. They're really large with 6 D-rings. Here in the front also, they have these safety handles. So there's 4 total safety handles up here, and on the back. And those are really nice for children. You know, if you're paddling, you definitely put 2 kids on here. Like my 3-year-old, he gets a little bit nervous still. And so it's great that he can just hold on to those handles and stay nice and safe, you know, right up on those storage areas. So, I mean, really, as you can see here as well, you have the kayak mounting seat area, so you can attach the kayak seat. And there's also the 2 fishing mount, the fishing rack mounts right here. So in all, there's a ton of features on this board. And oh, one feature I did forget. On the sides here, you have, and it kind of connects into these action mounts, is for their spear and push pull. So that's for fishing. As you can see, you've got these fishing mounts here. You've got all the action mounts, the push spear poles that you can put in here. Ton of things you can do on this board. One of the reasons why we love it so much. And all of this really is backed up by iRocker's 60-day guarantee. Buy it, try it for those 60 days, and also a 2-year full warranty on the board, and really 5-star customer service. Everybody really loves iRocker. And the reason why is because of the quality of everything that they do. From a performance standpoint, the Model XL really shines. It's where you can kind of feel the high quality construction. You know, this isn't just normal PVC or just your everyday drop stitch core. It's really good high quality materials that they put into the board. And what that transitions to, you know, first when we look at the stability of the Model XL is fantastic. It's tough to find a more stable board. You know, it's very firm because of those carbon rails. As you can see, as I kind of jump up and down, you know, go side to side, like it's pretty tough to fall off the Model XL. So really nice and stable. That 12.5 feet long, 34 inches wide, high volume, just fantastic stable board. As far as maneuverability goes, it's still maneuverable. Not quite as maneuverable as the Model X, because it is that extra foot longer, but you can still move around nicely. As you see, just kind of, you know, on just one of these basic back paddle turns, still turn fine, do a really good job there. And then if you want to kind of, as you get a little better, you're going to want to kind of progress and do what's called a back fin turn. And it's really easy to do on the Model XL. So all you do is step to the back here, right? You go nice and slow, and you're just going to lift that nose up just a little bit. And as you paddle around, you'll notice you're really able to kind of turn on a dime. And it's a lot of fun. Takes some balance, but it's a ton of fun to do that. Then you just go back up the exact same way that you came back. And there you go. So stable, maneuverable. As far as tracking goes, in fact, why don't I turn around here really quick? We'll go the other way. As far as tracking and glide goes, I'd say the Model X leans a little bit more towards a touring shape than the Blackfin Model X does. And it's not the Model V. It's not going to be as fast as the Model V, but it really does track and glide really well when you get this going. It's a nice all-around shape. You still get that rocker up front that lifts it just a little bit out of the water, so you're not pushing too much water as you paddle, as you can see. But if you do get some chop that comes up, it'll cut through that chop really well, and this really does handle chop. I mean, there's not any out here right now. But it does a great job there. From a rocker line, so you get a little bit of rocker in the front, a little bit in the back. And so what that does is it kind of decreases the amount of water that you're pulling as you paddle, and just glides and tracks really well. And it's just a ton of fun to take this board out on the lake, on the ocean, down a river, wherever you want to go. You know, the Model XL will do a really good job. And you can see, because it's so stable, because it tracks, because it performs so well, as a fishing board, it would do really good out here too. So again, it's just a great all-around board, performs really well in a lot of different situations, and is really the main reason why we love the Model XL so much. As you can tell, we really love the Blackfin Model XL. It's one of our top rated subs for 2020 again, and really, if you're someone looking for a really high quality, durable construction board that has a lot of stability and is great for all around conditions, you really should consider the Blackfin Model XL. And please, if you have any questions, go to our website, www.supboardguide.com, or leave any questions or comments below on the board.